Dad Games the Science Class. 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 Dad, Science. Ooh. Dad Games the Science Class. Shark, the intro's over. Shark! Oh, hey. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Badass Shark, from Dad Games. Alright, guys. Dad Games is throwing a little bit of science into today's video. And today, we're going to be conducting a very important scientific experiment. Now, normally, in Garden Tower Defense, you'll see people putting together teams based around one specific element. All electric, all ice, all fire. You get the idea. But today, we're throwing 5 different elements into one team. Back to camera. Oh, yeah, sorry. That's right. So, we're taking water, electric, fire, earth, and ice. And we're putting them all together just to see what happens. Now, obviously, this is a completely legitimate scientific experiment. I mean, I'm wearing absolutely no protective equipment whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure we're qualified. So first up is our water unit. That's right. We're starting things off with Tridentera and Hydranthus. Because every good scientific experiment needs water. That's science. Next up is electric. Because apparently putting electric into a garden is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Then we've got fire. Because nothing could go possibly wrong when you combine fire with a bunch of plants. Nothing. Alright guys, next up, earth. We've got our earth element coming into the experiment. And of course, we had to bring a dragon because apparently regular earth wasn't scientific enough. And finally, ice. Because when you already have fire, water, electricity, and earth, the only logical thing to add is a giant freezer. So now, we've got water, we've got electric, the fire, the earth, and the ice. 5 elements, 1 team, 1 garden. And absolutely no idea what's about to happen. So the question is, can these 5 elements actually work together and outperform some of the other elemental teams? Well guys, there's only one way to find out. We're going to put this team to the test, so grab your lab coats, grab your goggles, and whatever you do not try this at home, because we're about to find out what happens when 5 elements collide. Let's roll. Alright, we're going to go into the Graveyard Gauntlet. Alright, class. Get your goggles ready. We're now entering phase 1 of the experiment. Perfect. Alright, auto skip on ×2. Initiating phase 2. Wow, those leveled up really quickly. Time to add our fire to this havoc over here. Class, remain calm. The experiment is still within acceptable levels of chaos. Alrighty, let's go ahead and add some ice to this fire. And as you guys can see here, the science is most definitely working. It ain't pretty, but it's doing it. Time to add a little more fuel to the fire. Now we need some earthly components. No! Haha, we did it. Not bad. We need to get Hydrantheus on the floor. And we're hanging in there, guys. We'll go ahead and do that auto upgrade. And here's a tsunami. Oh no. No way. No. Oh. Well, kids, today we learned a very important lesson. Let's get back to the lobby and talk about this. Alright guys, so as I said earlier, today we learned a very important lesson. Just because you can mix 5 different elements together doesn't necessarily mean you should. Now, as you saw, our elements were mixing all over the place, and at first it seemed brilliant. It was almost like an absolute explosion of scientific discovery. We had water, fire, earth, electric, and ice. Back to camera. Oh, yeah, sorry. All coming together in one beautiful scientific experiment. Now, unfortunately, we were also breaking approximately 17 scientific laws per second. And if you look closely at 7 minutes and 36 seconds into the video, you'll notice the fire was mixing with the water. And, well, the water was putting out our fire unit. You might even see a little bit of smoke. So go ahead, go back and take a look. No, I'm just kidding. You can't see any of that. Anyway, guys, maybe all electric teams work. Maybe all fire teams work. maybe all ice teams were. And maybe we shouldn't mix fire and water unless we're actively trying to put the fire out, as we said earlier. Do not try this at home, because we definitely took a loss. It was no bueno, no good at all, absolutely horrific. I don't think we're going to be trying that experiment in Graveyard again anytime soon. But hey, that's science. Sometimes you discover something amazing, and sometimes you discover that your entire team was a terrible idea. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to hype the video, because every time you hype the video, well, it helps push Dad Games out to more awesome viewers just like you. And that's how we keep the Dad Games Science Department funded. This is Dad Games the Science Guy, Dad Games Science Class, signing out. And as always, guys, stay grinding.